Welcome guys to another video of, you guessed it, Black Ops 2. Bringing you here more stuff on Nazi zombies. Yes, Nazi zombies, yes. Alright, continuing from where I last left off. Okay, while Ascension is happening, so is 5, which is, you know, this little special thing where, you know, JFK, Robert McNamara, Fidel Castro, and Richard Nixon are negotiating. The reason why zombies appear is because all the Wonder Waffle materials were being moved to an American installation, which was the Pentagon, and it was visible behind one of the windows in 5, which I guess is the Pentagon, so the people in the Pentagon could see what's happening. Now, they were negotiating, and then zombies break into the Pentagon with only the 4 of them to fight them off. So that's why those 4 are able to kill them. And they're able to communicate with Dempsey, Takeo, Nikolai, and Richtofen using the red telephones spread across the Pentagon. That's how come you see them in the Pentagon, and part of the Easter egg is calling them and talking to them. So, alright, while fighting, they're pretty much going to run out of ammo soon, and they will soon be defeated. That's how come you don't see them again in the Call of Duty universe, or Call of Duty Zombie universe. Alright, as they're fighting, they slowly, as the 3 super soldiers are fighting, they slowly regain their memory. Alright, I'm going to do super fast mode in zombies to like progress, because we're just basically here trying to do everything. So I'm going to have it progress to where we officially get into a groove of killing zombies on the roof. And yeah, basically do that in order. So I'm gonna probably fast forward to round 25-ish, 24-ish, because I'm basically killing zombies and Manny's on his way to bring the fuel can, stuff like that. So, alright, they slowly start regaining their memories, which is a good thing, because now they're aware of what Richtofen did to them, and they're aware that, you know, he's not such a good guy, and that he shouldn't be trusted so much. And yeah, I go down, so I'm on my way to get everything again. So luckily that weapon saves my life so much, and there I am. I don't have a lot of kills, but yeah. Alright. While all of this is happening, sometime in the present, George Romero stumbles upon Group 935's research while making a World War II film. He took a cast to an abandoned ship in Siberia. After he and his ship's crew were zombified. Sorry about that, it's my dog, hold on. After they were zombified, only the cast, which you guys know, remained, which was a cast of pretty much people who could tear some stuff up, and they did. And they were set on the stage of Call of the Dead. And after the Kashmir mechanism was completed in Ascension, it overloaded, and the teleporter sent them to that facility in Siberia, which they were casting at. And they were trapped behind the locked door, and the celebrities then tried helping them escape to paradise, so they said. And they asked for the goldenrod, whatever, which the celebrities ended up making sure that they got. In reality, the security system was disabled. It is unknown what became of the celebrities after helping the group. So they don't really know what really did happen to them. Alright. So then, after that, they get sent to paradise, which is Shangri-La. Which, the backstory to Shangri-La was two explorers, Brock and Gary, went on an expedition to prove their theories on Argatha. Brock later figures out that the temple was built by an ancient civilization, but by people in the modern era interpreting it after. So, after investigating the temple, the pair accidentally activated the temple's time travel and died in the resulting in a zombie attack. So that's how come the group is able to travel there. And they get stuck. So the group travels back in time and helps the pair survive. That's how come, like, they're like, hello, whatever, you, like, whatever. The pair's changing fate is illustrated by the radio that you occasionally hear and changes message and location as the group helps them survive. When the group finally creates the focusing stone, it lands on an altar which Richtofen names it, meaning the temple was in fact another Group 935 facility.
We're going down again!
Which Richtofen's name was on it. So it was all a Group 935's facility, and it explains Richtofen's knowledge of the location. So that's how Richtofen knows the whereabouts of Shangri-La and is able to transport there and is able to know pretty much anything and everything that happens there. And that's how come he knows those two researchers were there and almost died because of it. Alright, I'm going to do super fast mode through this part until we like transport back to the place. So, alright. The two explorers are then sent back to the moment they discovered the temple, indicating they struck that they are ever stuck in a never-ending loop. So they're basically gonna, that reality of the four on the level, the four on that level are always gonna stay on that level. No, that the four and the two explorers is gonna be in a constant time loop because time travel is messy. And that's just the way things go. And that's just the way things are. So, okay, back to things. Alright. Now that they have the possession of the golden rod, the focusing stone, Richtofen believes he can now control the zombies. The group then travels to Area 51 so they can get to the moon through the transporter. And since they're back on the moon and Area 51, it turns out it's already been overrun. And the reason why is because due to element 115 on the moon, astronauts and scientists sent there have been zombified before the group's arrival. So they were already exploring Griffin Station, which is the moon station. So Richtofen then used the teleporter to get to the moon, and the group complete the MBD, which is filling up the little like thing with zombie souls and all of that. So that's how come you need to do the zombie souls, because the MBD turns out to, you know, Richtofen wants to do stuff and wants to be, you know, the leader. And as it turns out, the device acts like a prison and keeps, you know, it kept Samantha cryogenically frozen so she can be used to control the zombies. Richtofen goes to a terminal to power up the golden rod, or V device, and the focusing stone, which he fuses together. However, he encounters Dr. Maxis inside the terminal. So, this is how we pretty much get the tension in the new zombies. So, Richtofen switches souls with Samantha to gain control of zombies. Richtofen finally thinks everything has gone his way, until Takeo, Tank, and Nikolai decide to stop him. Dr. Maxis, sensing Richtofen's betrayal, prepared a backup plan in case Richtofen got this far. So that's how come, you hear Dr. Maxis and Dr. Richtofen, when they're on Moon, they're always constantly fighting against each other. And no, you're doing it wrong. No, you're doing it wrong. Blah, 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 blah. And, that's how come Dr. Maxis tries stopping Richtofen so often while you're playing on Moon. The group then launches 3 missiles located on the Moon, which destroys the Earth's atmosphere in hopes that this will lessen the size of Richtofen's zombie army and leaving the group along with Samantha stuck on the Moon. So they decide to send those missiles to Earth to, make sure they mess stuff up so that Richtofen, isn't in control because he's crazy. And this was all devised by Dr. Maxis, who sent those 3 missiles in begin with. Alright, while things are unfolding on the Moon, a group of radiation scientists investigated the ruins of a former nuclear test site in Nevada, where the undead had been spotted, forcing the scientists to send a distress signal intercepted by Hangar 18. So, we're kind of getting, this is how Nuketown zombies happen, because you could hear Dr. Richtofen and also the bus go by, and also Russman or Marlton, one of them talking to you on Nuketown. The missile launch left Earth a post-apocalyptic crumbling wasteland littered with zombies and survivors. And, these survivors ultimately got into survival camps pretty much, which kind of made everything good. And that's how we get the new characters, which is Misty, Marlton, Samuel, or Stullinger, and Russman. And I'm going to do super fast mode until we're done, because it's just us trying to get something. So, alright. And they were being driven around by a robotic driver, which we all know, through the remains of the decaying United States, where they were contacted by Maxis at his former Hanford site, who revealed his calculations for the missiles were incorrect, which resulted in Earth's destruction. Maxis then explained his plan B, which would be active global polarization devices, such as the one in Hanford, to combat Richtofen's forces. Meanwhile, Richtofen enlisted the help of Stullinger, who was capable of hearing him, to activate the tower in his favor. So that's how come you could hear both of them there. Okay, after either objectives are completed, which you could do, Maxis or Richtofen teleports the group to the to what we know now as Die Rise, Samuel begins to argue with Richtofen, stating that he doesn't want to listen to him anymore. However, Richtofen warns him of the flesh, in which Samuel replies that the group would kill him if they knew his secret. Suddenly, a horde of zombies attacked Samuel, he is saved by Rusman, who is then tackled by a minion and killed and eaten, which is the whole intro if you play solo in Die Rise, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Marlton and Misty arrive at the elevator to rescue Samuel. They travel to the roof where they are overrun and killed. However, Richtofen would rewind the events of what just unfolded to where the second polarization device was activated. While fighting zombies, Samuel would consistently groan and make inhuman-like noises, possibly meaning that he may become a zombie himself. The group then successfully activated the device at Die Rise. Alright, so there we go. We officially got caught up to where we now know is Mob of the Dead. Now, how Mob of the Dead has ties into any of this, you might ask? Well, it does. It ties into it all. Time travel. We all know that time travel is capable here. And as we saw, it's very successful. That's how we got to Moon. That's how we got all over the place. That's how Call of Duty Zombies works. Time travel. So, after we do the whole time travel thing, we go and we get to Mob of the Dead, which no one really knows the backstory, but supposedly, I'm giving you supposedly, it's not official, it's not anything. Supposedly, Mob of the Dead is the Weasel was a test subject that was part of the Mafia. And he was aware of that him and, who is it? What's the other guy's name? The one that Samuel were imprisoned, supposedly. This is all supposed. Supposedly they were, they did that, and supposedly they find out that, Samuel time travels back and forth into this place and that place, into Mob of the Dead, because he was supposedly locked up, and to, transit. And he and all of them are, that's how they're connected together. That he is time traveling with them. So that's what happens. And that's supposedly how Mob of the Dead and all of them are, connected in the process. And supposedly when you do There Goes the Weasel, whatever, that's how they do things. So basically right now, my personal opinion about the new maps is that they're pretty good. Is that they're beast. I like them. I enjoy them a lot. I enjoy Mob of the Dead. I enjoy this new map. It is an awesome map. It is fun. And here we are going to the bridge again. And yeah, I'll let this play out. So, for your guys' entertainment. And I'm going to basically, waste all my ray gun ammo and then pack a punch. So I guess I'll speed it up. But, alright guys, I'd like you to leave a like, whatever. Like, subscribe. Please share on Facebook. Please share. Please try to get my channel out there. I want it to be known. And I know this one was kind of a different one because I was giving you history of Call of Duty, so you know that's a bit different. I don't know if you guys knew that. If you guys did, please say like thanks or something so I know if you guys enjoyed it, or give it a like so I know you guys enjoyed it, so I could possibly give you more videos like this to stuff that you guys might not know or are lost in. Alright, so thank you guys. Peace. King out. Talk to you guys later. Peace.